Several years ago, we made a documentary film about children who are deaf learning to listen and speak. These children all benefited from early intervention programs, new medical technology, and specialized oral deaf education. 5 years later, we followed up with the children from the original film to see and hear how they are doing. This is Lila. Early diagnostic testing indicates that she is profoundly deaf.
I'm completely surprised. This is much more than I ever expected. That now she's like deaf. It doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem like these results are accurate. When it does start sinking in, you think, well, she's not going to have a first word. She doesn't know mommy, daddy, kitty. Simple things.
At 18 months, Lila had a cochlear implant and began 3 years of intensive oral deaf education.
A cup. Up, a cup.
What's he gonna do with that letter?
And this is Lila today.
Hi, my name's Lila. I'm 6 years old. These are my friends. These are where I like to play. Madison, Lily, and Sophie.
Hearing impairment is important for you to understand because it's the most common birth defect among children. Something that you will see in your practice, something that you'll need to know how to manage. It's also very important to understand hearing impairment and its treatment as it's changed dramatically over the last 2 decades.
Mandatory newborn screening identified Tucker's hearing loss at birth. Today, he is having an advanced ASSR test to determine the severity of his loss.
The ASSR test allows us to confirm thresholds that are more exact in comparison to an ABR evaluation. This test actually allowed us to define more appropriately what Tucker is hearing. Right now, any child that you identify at an early age, you're maximizing their potential because their brains are so much more flexible as far as learning spoken language.
The test results indicate that Tucker has a profound hearing loss.
I cry every time with the parents. Because you know how hard it's going to be for them. You know, it's hard. And it's the worst news to have to actually give devastating news. But the great thing about it is that when you can say, okay, now come back and we're gonna put hearing aids on.
What do you want now? You show me.
And you're gonna walk the walk together and it's gonna be better, so.
It is so critical for each of us that treat hearing impairment to understand our roles and the timeliness of our roles. Simply stated, one missed referral, one hearing device that's not adjusted correctly, one significant period without appropriate auditory input leave lifelong and sometimes devastating effects on a child.
Did you know babies wear hearing aids at 6 weeks? I used to have a hearing aid. Now I have an implant.
One of the things, though, that has changed this field in a revolutionary way is cochlear implant technology. And cochlear implants have been on the scene for children for approximately 20 years now. We've gone from a position where an implant produced some sound awareness up to a point now that the device comes very close to reconstituting normal human speech.
Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh.
Children that receive cochlear implants early in their developmental phases are reaching amazing heights.
Abigail got her cochlear implant at 2 years of age.
Can I get a kiss? Abigail, can Mommy have a kiss? Can I have a kiss?
My name's Abigail. I'm 8 years old. I like playing with my dog, Lucy. I like playing the piano and play soccer with my family.
The earliest age of implantation has gone from 2.5 to 2, and now down to 1 year of age, and we are frequently going below that level with implants. I anticipate that cochlear implants, as they have improved so dramatically over the last 20 years, will do the same over the next 20 years.
All right. Beep, 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 beep.
Tiana had a cochlear implant at 9 months. Her audiologist has referred her to an early intervention program that specializes in oral deaf education.
It's important to realize that the technology and the amplification available today is only a tool, because all of the success that a child has later on is due to parent motivation, appropriate intervention, appropriate educational services. The technology is nothing without all of that.
Hi. Are you happy to do?
Christopher had an implant at 16 months.
More. It's a boat. Boat's going in the water. Boat.
After 5 years of oral deaf therapy, he is now attending a mainstream kindergarten.
A roller coaster. Did you go on one?
That is very scary.
And if it was scary, you were very what?
I wasn't scared. It went so fast.
One of the things that those of us very closely allied with this field have been encouraged by in the last several years is that children that are seen, diagnosed, and treated correctly can develop speech and language and can have brain development that is normal.
What can you tell me about this Christmas tree?
You're doing it good, doing bye-bye.
It's gonna go in the sleigh and go bye-bye.
I am Christopher, and I am 10 years old, and I go to Brookside Elementary School. My favorite subjects are math and reading, and when I grow up, I want to be a teacher.
Well, we've been doing a lot of testing recently with Gabriel to determine what his hearing sensitivity is. You are always put under time constraints as far as patient caseloads, but it's really critical that you do follow up on every detail, that you make the appropriate recommendations, that you have the family come back in an appropriate amount of time. Because if you let it go too long, you're taking away first chances and second chances and third chances that this child might have to listen to sound and develop spoken language and move forward with life.
All done.
All
done. Good job. All done. All done.
He's really making nice progress.
The most important 3 things for a child is early diagnosis before they leave the hospital, appropriate referral and evaluation to delineate exactly the hearing impairment that's present and to define the options for the parents. And thirdly is the institution of treatment. That would include hearing devices, potentially cochlear implants, school situation, therapists. If we can accomplish those 3 goals, we've done our job. Hearing impairment does not need to be something that holds a child back in their lifetime.